Red 2 standing by, all for lit and in the green. Welcome back to Super Mario Odyssey, where I'm looking for a moon high out in the sky. It's out this way. Wait a minute. Hang on. Oh, glide on. I think we've made a terrible mistake here. Hold on, bud. I'll try and put... Sorry. Well, that didn't go very well. Game, please, 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 please. Are we going to... Ah, no. I'm a little sad about that. If anything, if there was anything that deserved a clowning, that was it. Well, we might as well drop into here while we're at it. Oh, look at all the butterflies. That's a really nice touch. Oh, it's Klepto again. So, we have a couple of things we need to do. Now, we can't go anywhere... We can't really go anywhere else until we wind up getting our hat stolen and we wind up getting to take out Klepto. And we do have to chase Klepto down through a few areas. The music is a bit annoying, honestly. And now the Potterboos turn up. Might as well get some coins. That's embarrassing. Man, I'm... Look, I was talking about positive things. Why do I have to wind up screwing up and making myself look silly? Well, oh, close. So, if we get it right... Ah, righto. Okay, so if I... Wait, so... I think we have to ground pound that, then do something very stupid and by pure instinct try and get my hat. Well, that worked. I skull bonked and got a heart. So what else do I need to talk about? What sort of other interesting stuff have I been doing? Well, there's Pokemon Coliseum for one. Well, Pokemon XD. I've been playing a fair bit of Pokemon XD. And I admit, I do find it a little bothersome that they wound up setting things up so that it's like all your shadow attacks are super effective against non-shadow Pokemon. That gets a bit tedious after a while because you don't always have the options. You've really got to think about your team composition and about how you actually combine your moves for double battles if you get the opportunity. It's not very forgiving. Stupid bird! Anyway, I'm fine. No problem. Let's go already. So we'll grab our moon right here. And chasing Klepto. Then we can grab a Potterboo so that we can get one of our... It's like, it is a really good challenge with an interesting variety of Pokemon you can use. The games do encourage you to use different Pokemon, and yeah, there are more options in XD compared to Coliseum, but there are still some pretty brutal early game fights as well. Overall, though, it's probably best to stick to a reasonable team and then go from there. Alright. There's one around by Talkatoo. Wait, this way? Timer challenge, that's what we're looking for. Damn it. Right up the wrong tree. Okay, so if we go back up here, we should be able to do it. But yeah, I have been generally enjoying that game. It's just a matter of working out what the best team options are. Under the circumstances, there are certain Pokemon that are just, well, all around better. North. Sit down. It's out this way. Yep. So some Pokemon do just wind up being better than others. You can get some really good ones at the start, like the Shadow Houndour, because Houndoom evolves very quick. Because you actually do get Houndoom at like level 24, which is really solid. Houndoom is a very strong Pokemon overall. It's got some pretty good attacks along the way. The fact you get it early is really good. You couldn't really use it in the Johto games, but now you get the opportunity to do so, and it's just a really good option. Then you also get the likes of Makuhita. Teddiursa's really good. Wait, I need a Wiggler. That will make this a lot easier. So yeah, you've got some really good selections, and you can pull off some good strategies if you know what you're doing. But that's a pain. That wraps up the Lost Kingdom very nicely. So yeah, there's lots of interesting options you get in Colosseum and XD, but some of them are obviously going to be a lot better than others straight off the bat. I think the only problems I truly have with using Makuhita and Houndoom a lot of the time is that, well, Makuhita's experience group is terrible. It's in the fluctuating experience group, which needs 1.64 million experience to get to level 100. It's absolutely terrible. We're very nearly done in the Moon Kingdom. You know what? I might actually clean up some of the smaller ones, because there's a cheese tactic you can do for the... Yeah, there's a really good cheese tactic you can do for the jump rope, and I'm not interested in doing the jump rope normally. Do you think I'd clean up the Ruined Kingdom next? I think I might actually clean up the Ruined Kingdom. I'll change outfit while I'm at it, but yeah. XD has been good, and I have way too many Pokemon games on the go. I've got to get around to a lot of them and try and finish things off. That one's fairly decent. Where did the dog come from? But yeah, I'm also thinking I may just wind up taking a break from recording these at some point. Because that's the only problem with trying to go through everything and clear it all. Yeah, we'll cut to one of the small ones. It does get a little bit wearing, you know? Because we're going through a lot, we're doing a lot, and it does get a little bit samey in the end. Alright, do we have to go through that whole thing each time? It was down here, wasn't it? pretty sure it was down here. Or was it? There it is. Found with dark side art. That's what I was looking for. I did have to look up and work out what that one was. Bit of a pain in the backside, but... So, I believe the only remaining moon we need for the regular ones is talking to Peach. Now, let's see where the moon rock is. But yeah, I think I might actually do a little bit to change things up, because the only problem is I think Odyssey, in a couple of ways, kind of gets a little samey. Because you need a bit of a break from things. So I'll try and do a couple of cheese strats on some moons I really don't want to deal with. And then I can just get around to moving on. Because I do want to try and do something different. It's the only issue with... A lot of these aren't very hard to get. And then you get... It's like some of them are really, really, really easy. And then you get ones that are just absolute nightmares. A lot of the stuff in the dark side is just insanely frustrating. And it's just nice to be able to do something different. Jazz it up a little bit, try something new. Where's that? There it is. That pipe really blends in. There we go. Ah, this one. So this, we need our charge and chuck, because we are facing an army of mummies. Deal with the chinchos and release the chuck. And we'll be able to smash our way through all of these. Be able to get some money. And we wind up triggering a special chincho. We'll leave Chuck down there for now. And we have to... Yep, so that is our second moon for this area, jumping on that chincho. The Mummy Army's curse. I probably will do some things in the Metro Kingdom and then sort of just clean it and then just chop and change and actually get around to doing something different. Because as I said, you've either got the insanely difficult stuff, or there's just the really, really easy stuff, okay? So this is actually turning out to be relatively simple. We've got 3 more to go. The rest of them are up there. And yeah, we do need to talk to Peach because you find Peach in every kingdom and she's near the ruined dragon. Oh, you can see it does have legs. It's got a very, very long body. There they are. This kingdom, well, let's just say it's a fixer-upper. As long as I'm with Peach, I'll be fine, I'm sure. But I did find a power moon here. I hope it's useful to you in your travels. And there we are, Peach in the ruined kingdom. You know, I'd like to... Okay. Rightio, big city. So there's the rocket that we went through. It's close. Ah, the rock. So there's the rock we can get, and that's right, the other one's on the horn of the ruined dragon. So if we just play football for a little bit, we get this one. It's definitely a lot smaller than I wound up anticipating it would be overall in terms of content. But then again, since it's a glorified boss arena, I suppose that's the case. It makes sense for it to be like that. Come on. Are we get... Come on, brake. Sure takes its sweet time. Maybe this is the way of padding out the kingdom. You've got to do a lot. No, it does take a lot of time to finish the Wyrm Kingdom, honestly. You wind up having to kick this rock around for 20 minutes before it actually breaks. Got to be getting close. Is this just padding? This is just padding, isn't it? I think it's got more cracked, but honestly, and speaking of things being a fixer-upper, oh boy, the stories I am able to tell about work, or at least, I don't know exactly how much I should tell, but man, there are some places that you have to deal with in my line of work that are absolutely fixer-uppers. I mean, that is just the necessity of real estate work. But, man, actually having to try and rent some of these places, like, there's a very good reason that I do want to do something different, because there's a lot of stuff that's like, I just don't want to deal with this because I think it goes against my conscience and my principles, and I really don't think people should be getting treated like this and having to deal with a whole lot of crappy properties that are essentially hovels because somebody who's been able to exploit a whole lot of tax loopholes and buy like 20 properties simply cannot be asked having any sort of expenditure to keep them in good condition. Alright, 650. Change clothes. And let's head out. We've had a Waluigi outfit. We'll take a mulligan. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, where are we? I suppose it's about time we headed to the Metro Kingdom. So we'll get some work done here. I'm not doing the, whatchamacallit. I'm not doing a jump rope just yet. I mean, I could try. It's worth a punt. Moonrock's glowing, but I'm not hitting that yet. So we can find... I think we find the Sphinx flying through the city. We might be able to anyway. So Mario can spell his name. Alright, you do just find a whole lot of taxis. Yeah, thought so. Thought it was the Sphinx. So, the Metro Kingdom's going to be a pretty big challenge. It's kind of our focal area. We get... Where is it? Please tell me it's nearby. Yes. Alrighty, well, I'll use the crosswalk. This guy has lost his friends, but they both wandered off. Alright, so we can talk to Jam and Toad as well. What does Jam and Toad want? We've Sphinx in the City, which unfortunately did not do as well as Sex and the City. Could have been big in the Egyptian market, but unfortunately... Or would Egypt in this case be the Birabuto Kingdom? Revving a tiny engine. What would the motor scooter music be? Run down subterranean caves, ice, another world, ruins, Toad, race. That seems like it. We get some old school music. Very simple, but very effective, the original Super Mario Kart. I mean, it controls terribly, and there were some questionable decisions. But I do think it came out pretty well. Now, can I give this a try? Alright, well I got one of them. So I'll at least do that much, but there was a glitch with the scooter that let you push the letters out of bounds. So I'll save doing Mario signs his name. Well, I can do Mario signs his name. Round. And yeah, so I'll move these into place. So yeah, essentially it involves using the scooter and the letter M to sort of push the M out of bounds. You need to line up some of the other letters. And then you basically get to use the M for the jump rope challenge. That is the only way I'm going to be able to do it. I fully approve of any and all cheese strategies and stupid challenges like that. Hopefully they do wind up resetting if we leave the area. Alright. Talkatoo is nearby, so I'll grab a few... How do they take out the trash? What else have you got for me? Powering up... I do have to go back into the power plant. Up on the B... Oh yeah, that was the one I was looking for earlier. Oh cool, old school Mario. So where's the theatre? It's on a different street, I'm pretty sure. Is it over here? No. Oh, here it is. Theatre's playing one of the all-time greats right now. Am I good enough? Probably not. But I still have to use the plus... Still have to use the control stick rather than the plus pad. So we need to get our moon shards. It's not here. It is here, though. Down inside the big screen. Thankfully, there's no timer. Don't die, either. Because that would be super embarrassing. Is there a moon shard up here? Okay, so we do need the moon shards, and I'm really not sure where most of them are. So there's one there. Okay, one there, and then we have to do a big running jump for the last one. Otherwise, we have to loop around again, and that sucks. And there we are. Let's leave the theatre. We have completed our mission successfully. Up on the big screen. So how do they take out the... Hang on. So, if I go to New Donk City Hall, somewhere near this, there is a rubbish bin. There, yeah, there it is. Alright, well, we know how to get this, don't we? And there we are. That's how do they take out the trash. What's our other one? Powering up, powering up the power plant. let's go and do that. We are getting pretty close to finished in all fairness. And ground pound with perfect timing. Oh, we can talk to Pauline as well.
Hello.
I've been waiting for you, Mario. We heard all about your heroics in the Moon Kingdom. Truly a hero's hero. You've come a long way since we met. I wonder if you'd like to learn a bit about me, maybe in quiz form? Sounds fun. Here we go.
Oh?
What do I plan? Fried leaf salad?
Oh.
Probably not my thing. Alright, well, I'll try again. I am guessing on a lot of these. What do I just... Flowers.
Oh.
Alright, cake. Alright, fair enough. Okay. Mario's probably forgotten a lot of things. Mario has forgotten...
Oh.
Are you serious? How am I supposed to know some of these? I suppose I have to talk to everyone. Look, Mario's trying, Pauline, but he's suffered a lot of... He's suffered a lot of cranial trauma over all the time I've been controlling him.
Oh?
Peppy music, obviously. Jazz singer. Well, raccoon surge captured by ape. Pauline is generally held to be a fantastic mare.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we can wind up finding... I think we have to find the purse for her. Alright, well, let's go in and power up the power plant. We'll wrap it up after that. Do we get a moon for talking to Pauline? I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out eventually. So with these done, we'll be able to talk to the Talkatoo. Alright, so there isn't... It's... Yeah, see why I don't remember anything? Mario gets cranial trauma, Pauline. I've put him through a lot. He's wound up bumping his head so many times he doesn't really remember a lot. Alright. Stick this. And this. And there we go. Nice. And oh, cool. Bowser graffiti. I never actually noticed that. Ah, yes. One of these puzzles. Alright. So, we need to... Whoa, the camera went a bit funny there. Why does it keep doing that? What's it zooming in on? Okay, so it's not quite right, because I would need... No, I didn't do that. At least I don't think I did. Back in the same spot. I've got to make the thing face this way, and then that's powered everything up. And that gives us a nice moon to wrap up on. And we'll warp back to the Odyssey. Warp to Main Street, and then we can get things done in the next session. So I'll probably try and clean up the Metro Kingdom, and then we'll sort things out from there. Thank you very much for joining me. Till next time, this is Red 2, returning to base. The cover's come off again. How did I fail and succeed? I thought I was going to have to start the whole thing again.
No! Not into the pit! It burns!